Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Farrah. I'm the legal principal of Prosper Law. We're a boutique commercial law firm based in Brisbane, and we service customers across all of Australia. So we're going to be talking today about payment terms. And payment terms are particularly important for smaller businesses or sole traders or businesses that place a lot of value on their cash flow. So what a good payment term is really depends on the size of your business, the importance of cash flow, and also whether you have a diversified client base. So if you have lots of different customers, lots of different revenue streams, you mightn't be concerned with any one particular client. And I think what clients forget sometimes is that offering payment terms at all is a privilege. It's a privilege to receive any payment terms because as the vendor, it's akin to offering credit because you're fronting the goods, you're providing the services up front, and then the client's paying you for that afterwards. So you're footing the bill initially. So it's really important for clients to remember that you're extending credit for a set period of time, and then you expect prompt payment after that. You've also got to be careful to make sure not only are your payment terms suited to your particular business. So if you're a sole trader, it might be 7 days or 14 days from the date of invoice. But if you're a larger company, it might be 30 days from the invoice date or 60 or even 90 days. But what you do have to be careful for, to look out for in a contract, is to make sure that the trigger for giving the invoice in the first place is a good time frame. So let's say your payment terms are 14 days, which sounds great, but if you're only allowed to submit an invoice every 2 months for work done in the previous 2 months, that might not be suitable for you. So you've also got to look at when can I give my invoice, and then how long does the client have to pay that invoice. Now, let's say you get some pretty good payment terms and your client is late in paying you, or perhaps they refuse to pay you at all for something that doesn't have to do with a genuine dispute with you. They just don't have the funds or whatever it is. I think it's really important to remember that you have the best leverage to get payment on time and in full before you hand over whatever it is that your client's paying for. So if it's goods, making sure that you receive payment either before or on receipt of the goods is really important. Now, if you are offering some credit terms and you're delivering the goods before they've been paid for, it's really important that in your commercial agreement, you make sure that you maintain title to those goods. And if they're the kind of goods where the client's going to immediately use them, let's say it's chemicals, they're going to use them and make something. So it's not really much good to you having that title until you get paid, because by that time they've been transformed into something else and you wouldn't be able to resell those goods anyway. In those circumstances, it's really important that you register on the Personal Property Securities Register. And you can register what's called an ALPAP, which is all present and after acquired property, so that it can apply to goods that kind of come and go, and you might not be able to specifically identify a particular good. Let's say it's not a truck, it's batches of the same chemical that you're supplying. And in that way, you can make sure that you can enforce the charge against your client if they don't pay you. When it comes to services, this can be a little bit easier. So let's say you're a consulting firm and you're providing some kind of deliverable, so be it a report or an image, something where there's copyright in that deliverable. In that case, you can keep a draft watermark on the document until you've been paid, and make sure that in your commercial agreement, you retain all of the intellectual property right in your deliverable until your client has paid you in full. And then if they don't pay you in full and on time, you can politely remind them that they don't own any of the deliverable that you've given them. They have no right to use it at all. If they do, then they'll be breaching your intellectual property rights, and that carries with it some risk for them. They're going to want to pay you on time and in full. So really important, don't lose that leverage, make sure you maintain it, And the best way to do this is an appropriately worded commercial agreement. So head over to prosperlaw.com.au if you'd like us to help make sure that your payment terms are reasonable but also enforceable. So thanks for watching. Please head over to the website and hit the like and subscribe button on this video. See you next time.